Hello and welcome back to Open Conversations with Archa Daina Binu and Ria Sohini. Today we have an amazing interview lined up for you with some amazing insights. So handing it right over to Archa Daina Binu to start the interview.
We are thrilled to be joined today by a true innovator in the world of content creation and marketing strategy. We have Mr. Amal Antony. Welcome, Amal.
Thank you so much, Asha and Ria, for this opportunity.
Being in storytelling and content creation, which really require a lot of passion, can you share a bit about your journey into storytelling and content creation and also what inspired you to pursue this path?
So, in order to start with my story in content creation and storytelling, we have to go back to like a few years before, because from the very beginning of my as a child itself, I've been into reading. It helped me a lot in storytelling because these comics, they plays a major role in storytelling, because the way they narrate and the way they actively put together different scenes, that could actually have impacted me in my storytelling. Rather, I after this I used to write a lot of stories. I've participated in many competition and I have won prizes for this story. So I thought like, okay, media is my area that I want to like expertising. So I believe that okay, humanities is my path, and I was more into history, geography, politics, sociology, psychology. All these aspects I have like cleared. So media, from my 10th onwards, media is my core area. The reason why I choose CMS College is because of storytelling only. And I don't know if you have watched the movie called Classmates.
Yes, I have.
So in the movie Classmates, it's a strong portrayal of the campus life. I wanted to have such a campus life because they have narrated the story in such a way. After Classmates, we could see like many campus movies there, but Classmates has the crux of everything that we need to have. So likewise, I was deeply influenced by the Classmate movie. Then I decided that it's time I have to go to CMS College. I went there. I studied there. Yeah, I went there rather than studied there. So I used to roam around a lot. CMS is like a scenic place. It has a lot of things. Most of the celebrities, actors, writers, they studied in the particular college. So we could hear all these stories.
Yeah.
And
I
in
have
order,
been to college.
yeah, yeah,
It's very beautiful to be there.
exactly. It's an amazing place. A sense of idea that how a narrative should be placed.
As someone deeply involved in content marketing, you have
Hmm.
worked with some of the prominent Malayalam media and shows like Ningalkumagam Kodeshwaran, Udan Panam, and also with Joe Stocks. What do you believe are the key ingredients for creating compelling and effective content during that journey?
As I proceed to my career as like a producer with the prominent television channels and the prominent national medias, what I realize is that it's not about the technique. It's not about how you create the story. It's about the people.
Yeah.
It's strongly about the people. I mean, if I am writing a story or if I'm creating a narrative for someone who's like aged from 18 to 30 age group, it should have a youthful sense in that. There should be spontaneity in that.
Yes.
It should be spontaneous, it should be fast, it should be energetic, and all those things should be there. So if I'm catering to another audience who's like placed above 35, then I have to have an emotional aspect to it.
Yeah.
So I can deliberately tell you how this actually works. So while I was working with Sony Pictures for Ningalkumagam Kodishwaran, which is the Malayalam version of Konbereya Karorpadi, and which is the Malayalam version of You Hum Yonamana Billionaire. It's a format show. So a format show and a common show is entirely different.
Yes.
A format show has a set format.
Hmm.
Everything should be included in the format. We can't experiment anything. We can't do anything in that. There is not sorts of experiment. We can't use the creative expertise there.
Hmm.
It's in the format. So while I was working with the format show, I was handling many profiles
Hmm.
to create profiles. So imagine a situation like a TV audience. I want you to consider yourself as like a TV audience
Hmm.
who's like placed above 35 plus,
Yeah.
35 to 40 plus, we can say. So if a lady comes there and say that, what is it? Yeah, I was thrown out of my house.
Okay.
Does that create any impact?
Yeah, that emotional connect comes in.
That emotional connect comes in. I agree with you.
Hmm.
What if the same lady tell this narrative in such a way that she was grabbed by her hair and she was thrown out of the house?
Yeah, like we really want to know her story, what happened, why that happened, all that thing comes to our mind.
Exactly. Sensitiveness. So, for a television audience, they want sensitive content.
Hmm.
That's the reason why the serials in Malayalam industry is like booming like anything.
Hmm.
I really want to tell you one thing, like nowadays, most of the channels, they have stopped the shows,
Hmm.
stopped all the shows. Why? Because television audience, they don't need shows. If the TRP has to come up, then it has to be serials. All these serials are like taken from, adapted from Bollywood
Yeah,
and
Hindi.
pasted it in the Malayalam language. So that's the current scenario in the Malayalam television industry, which like I'm facing. So many of the producers in most of the television channels, they are like jobless now. They don't have a job, and most of them are resorting to fiction.
Hmm.
So for a television producer, we have two areas like fiction and non-fiction.
Hmm.
Fiction are the areas where people like more resorted into serials and all, and non-fiction is something like reality shows, like game shows. All sort of things are included in the non-fiction area. So most of the producers are like shifting to fiction areas now.
Hmm.
So coming back to what we have started, this is the particular mindset of the people who are like watching TV. So when it comes to an online audience, they are like the big boss audience, we
Yeah.
can say. Big boss audience, they need some sort of gossip.
Yeah, masala is needed.
Yeah, masala is there. We need a masala there. And we need something to spice up things.
Hmm. So, I think you are in a place of like being concentrating on your startup right now. So, could you tell me more about your startup and how do you approach storytelling in context of marketing and branding for a startup?
So, after completing my term at George Talks as a content development manager, I learned a lot of things. I established my contacts all over India. So I thought like it's a time that I have to develop something on my own. So as an initiative towards it, this I have started a platform which is Gover, Gover. The idea of Gover is to go over it.
Hmm.
So in whatever position a brand is placed, it's the time you have to go about what you are like dreaming for.
Hmm.
So basically, this is not like a unique thing that I'm doing.
Hmm.
I'm like a 10th player in the 100 player, we can say that.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not like a huge problem that I'm solving,
Hmm.
but it could be a huge problem that I'm solving if I implant the idea of storytelling into it
Hmm.
and research to it.
Okay.
Because you can call me as an influencer marketer, consultant, as an interactive marketing consultant.
Huh.
So we can call like this. So basically what we do is that we provide social media influencers for brands to promote their goods and services. As simple as that. So we are like a powerhouse of 5,000 plus influencers all over India and abroad.
Huh.
So that will be like Malayali influencers, that will be like Hindi influencers, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, whichever area you want, we are there. We have this 5,000 influencers onboarded with us. So what we actually face in the current situation when it comes to brands is that
Hmm.
most of the brands are traditional brands.
Yeah.
They don't want to try out anything different.
Hmm.
So they'll be having few names with them. They'll be asking me like, "Hey, can you call this guy and ask them to do a video for us?"
Hmm.
I was like, "If you want that thing to be done, you can contact someone else.
Okay.
I'm not in for that." Because therefore we are acting just like a mediator. So this is the current thing that we are actually facing.
The situation is very bad on these things.
Yeah, the situation is very bad. After studying from such a prestigious institution, we have the thought like the people who are like placed in top of every organization, they are wise.
Yeah.
Not at all, not at all. This is just not one of my experience, and there is another experience, as I told, like with this logistics company, we had a talk, and he also made an utter blunder, and he claims that he is the powerhouse of this particular institution.
We know that like the attention span of people are becoming shorter and shorter today. So in the digital landscape, how do you ensure that your content stands out and resonates with your target audience?
The average span of an individual, I think it ranges to like 7 seconds, 6.5 to 7 seconds, we can say.
Huh.
So that's the reason why if you're like and watching Instagram or any social media channel, you can see that people are coming with new contents like save this 5 hooks that could actually elevate your video. So what we actually done is that we have been propounding this idea of like, if you follow these 5 steps, you can be the next millionaire.
Yeah.
So after a point that does not work out.
Yes.
So now it's a reverse marketing.
Okay.
So the idea of, the idea of FOMO, right?
Yeah.
So now what we are pursuing is that the idea of missing out. The idea of missing out works like anything at any time. See, while I watched a video and I made up a decision to buy the particular product, it's not because that product is amazing and it's gonna quench all my desires.
Yeah.
It's because of the fear of losing out.
Yes. True.
If you imparted the idea of fear of losing out in the content, then it works like anything.
Yeah.
This is the idea that most of the marketers are using now, where we can see other marketers who are like very much into the elaborated mode of advertising and all, but nobody cares for that. See, you have to know the platform which you are advertising. If it's for Instagram or anything, this is the idea.
Yeah.
When it comes to YouTube and all, we can't say that. Like, I can't tell you, like, people are investing a lot on the wrong platform. One of the famous theme that has been rolling the Malayalam industry is Karik.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So if you want to place a 10 seconds ad in Karik, you have to pay 25 lakhs.
Okay. That is huge.
For a 10 seconds, 25 lakhs. And what is the promise they are building? They are giving you the promise that it will reach up to 10 million, 20 million people. So 20 million, we can say like 2 crore.
Yeah.
2 crore people will be watching this. What about the conversion? What about the conversion? Well, I could see like many of the finance institutes, they are like actively advertising through Karik. But finance people are not there watching Karik.
Yeah.
So it's always about having a decision like where you should spend. If a particular product is addressing the youngsters, it should not be advertised in the television because youngsters are not there on television.
Yeah.
They are not there. They are not there on radio.
Only social media is one thing which we look upon these days.
Exactly. Social media is the one thing. Like, think about yourself. What will you do when you wake up in the morning?
Yeah, the first thing is to like take our phone, switch on the net and go to Instagram or something, or know the news, even though it's online news, not opening up the newspaper as such.
If you are using influencer marketing, this video is going to be their lifetime.
Yes.
Day by day, the views will grow up. It's not like television after the show, they will not take it down. It will be there throughout. the chance they're going to purchase the particular product is huge.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's the idea.
Yeah. So, as we are coming to an end of this episode, what do you have to say for the aspiring entrepreneurs or content creators looking to make an impact with their storytelling, with your experience?
See, while I was watching the content create, I was watching Instagram, Facebook, and I could see many channels propounding the idea that this particular YouTube earns 5 lakhs, this particular YouTube earns 10 lakhs, this particular YouTube earns 20 lakhs.
Hmm.
If you are looking forward to such a growth, you will be disappointed
Yeah.
because the number of players in the content marketing area is higher. As a content creator, if you want to have a career as a content creator,
Hmm.
the amount of competition that you are going to face is huge. And according to me, I am of the assumption that this influencer marketing, it will come to an end by in 2-3 years. It will come to an end
Yeah.
because the market will be saturated.
Hmm.
So if you want to have a career as a content creator or something, it will be difficult for you because you have to upload 10, 20, 100. But you have to wait for one content to go viral, and then all the 100 videos that you have posted will be on air.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty difficult task for the content creators. So what I can say is that you have to start it now. If you want to become a content creator, this is the right time you have to start.
Yes.
Don't just wait for anything else. So particularly with the media people, we, after learning a lot of things, are of the idea that what if the frame is not right? What if my narration is not right?
Hmm.
What if all these things are not right?
That we are.
Such thoughts will kill you. It will take a lot of time and you will be nothing there.
Hmm.
So the perk of becoming a content creator can actually help you in the professional journey also.
Yeah.
So while sending your CV, you could see oh, this person has done internship in this particular institution. Okay.
Hmm.
Then if you add the content create your QR code of your page, they're looking for it. Okay, we are getting a celebrity here. Good. The profile looks clear. Nice. Let's take the person on board.
Yeah.
So anyone who's known to many people is celebrated now. So you can actually make use of that. So it should not be money oriented. Then you will be of the great prices. And when it comes to content creation, most of the people, what they face is it's more content creation. Many people, they do in a self-centered way.
Yeah.
But in an organization, we work in team.
Yeah. We have the written rules and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So for anything, for an entrepreneur, they have to have a proper business plan. They have to have a proper system in place, and they need to have an awesome team with them.
Yeah. Okay. So it was great talking with you. Thank you so much for joining us today, and all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. It was great, and I'm very honored to have a conversation with you both.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, Archa, for these amazing insights we got today on marketing and so many different aspects of it. For more such interviews, stay tuned. We'll be back next week. Now, these are your hosts, Archa Daina Binu and Ria Sohini, signing off.